Johnny, it's week three. Week one, we went 2-2. Week two, we went three
3-2.
wins, two losses. So
Should have been
yes,
it
we're
should have been 4-1. I still haven't gotten over my beloved Houston Texans. Up 9,
oh,
driving with 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. You fumble inside the 10, and not only do you not score to go up at least 12, maybe 15, you give up a last-minute field goal, and you, lose by a half a point. So,
that little hook, it got us.
yeah, and I was so confident. I was doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down in game. It was a great weekend overall, but that was not the way you wanted to end on
No.
Sunday night.
So we're 5-4 total.
Yeah, after a slow start, going down point 0.1 units overall, we had a
Mhm.
nice bounce back, winning 1.5 units on week 2. So definitely a nice bounce back, profitable, but could have been even sweeter if Sunday night worked out how we wanted.
All right. So we're in the green, but just barely.
Yeah.
All right. How are you feeling? Looking forward to this week? You feeling good?
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, it could have been disastrous last week if we really think about it. It was all about the dogs, which we avoided. It was all about the road teams, especially,
Hmm.
which we avoided. So the fact that we basically almost won with two home favorites, and then of course the under came through so breezy. People always ask me why I love unders because when it's easy, it's easy. And man,
Yeah.
watching the Steelers and the Denver Broncos go up and down the field and not score points was very fun to watch.
I didn't sweat that for a second.
No, no, it was probably the easiest money I'll make, this month, so
Yes, it was very nice. Okay. Week three, we got three picks from Johnny, and we got some sprinkles coming up. So hit me with pick one. No.
so
Uh,
you there?
yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, so week 3, with our first pick, we're definitely gonna stay with a little home cooking, and we're actually going to go against the team that we normally like. We have our beloved Houston Texans going into Minnesota. Minnesota is getting 2.5 points at home. They're a live dog. This is one of those where you see 2.5 and you're like, oh, it's too easy. It's never that easy. I didn't like how Houston did not put away a very bad Chicago team in the second half. They had so many opportunities to do so. They only scored 3 points. So with their this being their first true road test against, I actually think a frisky Minnesota team, I like the home dog for sure.
So Minnesota getting 2.5, you said?
Getting 2.5, yeah.
Okay. Who's their quarterback?
Oh, Sam Dead Eyes Darnold.
I thought it was. I don't like that.
He as cousin Sal would say, he comes and goes in streaks. And right
Mhm.
now he's looking pretty good. Not elite, but good enough with the talent around him.
Oh, oh, I'm gonna be mentally rooting against CJ. I don't like it, but we go where the money is.
You go where the money is.
All right. Pick two.
Pick two is basically it's my take on a team that's kind of underachieving versus a team that's overachieving. And we from the week one, we were all on Detroit. They have not looked great in the first 2 weeks, kind of come stumbling, bumbling out of the
Hmm.
blocks. So this week we love Arizona getting 3 at home against Detroit. uh, Detroit's offense just doesn't look right, and I think this Arizona team is a sleeping giant. I think there's a good chance that they can compete for the division while San Francisco plays with their food. Kyler looks re-engaged, reinvigorated, and they have a good coach. And Marvin Harrison, good defensive players. I like this Cardinals team, and we're gonna ride again with a home dog in 3.
You just slid Marvin in there. He's like the
Yes.
star of why I like them.
He is. We're slow playing it. There'll be plenty of highlights.
He had two touchdowns in like the first
First
half,
quarter.
first
First quarter.
quarter. That's crazy.
Yes.
I liked
First.
their. Someone said something and they're targeting him now.
Yes. First wide receiver to do that as a rookie since his dad did. So kind of cool.
Beast, beast. Okay, love that. I can root for my boy. All right, pick three.
Our last pick, we're going to wait a little bit, and we're actually going to do a Monday night pick, which we normally kind of stay away from. But this is what we call a
Mm.
get right game. I watched that Bengals Kansas City game with super I was super into it. I actually had a lot of money on Kansas City, so it worked out for me in the end. But I was really impressed with how good the Bengals looked, especially the jump from week 1 to week 2. I thought they looked like hot trash and then
Hmm.
came out and looked like a kind of a contender against Kansas City on the road. So they're 0-2. I think they're much better than the record shows. And I think at home, at night against the Deadskins, um, I like them to kind of just run away with this one. I know most people will be scared laying 7.5. But I think these are two teams that are in two different leagues, two different classes, and I mean, for lack of a better word, the Bengals is a must win for them. So I
They
like
need
them to
to.
cover that.
They need
Yeah,
to.
I,
They cannot lose this game and expect their season to go
yeah,
anywhere.
exactly. So I
Yeah.
like them laying the 7.5.
Yeah. And they had a loss last week, but it was a good loss, like you said. Like they looked
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I mean that's a tough. I mean, really, what really is going to come back to bite them possibly is losing at home against against the New England Patriots, who did not look very good last night. So
Oh my God. Joe Burrow and water bottle gate couldn't pick up the water bottle right.
that's right. That's
Hopefully
right.
he's okay. All right, so we got three good ones. I like them. Maybe not the first one. I don't like that. Doesn't feel good in my heart, but
Yeah, I know we don't we like to root who we want
yeah,
to root for, but sometimes you got to go where you think you have an edge.
understood. Okay, so we got three winners, and last week we did two sprinkles. What do you got for us this week?
This one we have a little parlay. It's a little exotic, but we're gonna call this we're instead of splitting into two bets, we're just gonna do another 1 unit play, and this is called the All Ohio parlay. We're gonna
Ooh.
take the Browns on the money line, parlayed with the Bengals on the money line, and then we're gonna take two alternate unders for both these games. So in the Browns game, we're going under 42.5. The Bengals game, we're going under 52.5. All four of those combined plus 240, so basically 2.5
Ooh.
to 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Ohio on top this weekend. I hope so.
Yeah, I just think you're not. I mean, the Bengals and the Browns both have a pretty tough schedule this year. You're not going to get probably two layups, even though there's really no layups in the NFL.
Hmm.
For them to have two home easy opponents, for them both to win, and then I still think defense kind of controls this division. So I added a couple points for each of those games just to kind of make it easy, less of a sweat.
Hmm.
But I do like the All Ohio under parlay.
If we lose to the Giants, I swear to God, there's
Yeah,
no
I mean,
coming back from
burn,
that.
yeah, burn that money and run. So Danny Dimes. Oof.
Okay. Very nice. All right. Thank you, Johnny. No Undertaker this week. When will we
No
see him
Undertaker this
again?
year. We can't avoid a week without working in the underplay somehow.
Yeah.
But we will only summon him when we really feel like we need a little extra juju.
I don't hear his music, but
No,
we'll
he's
see.
not playing. The bells are not ringing yet.
All right. Thank you, buddy. See ya.
See you, buddy. Cheers.